Using the software is very easy. The first thing we need to do is log in. We log in by entering our username and password that we selected when we installed. Once we've entered them, we simply click the login button. As you can see, this then takes us to the main dashboard. This software works in two modes, simple mode and advanced mode. If we click the simple button, a lot of the fields disappear. However, for the purposes of this demonstration, I'll stay in advanced mode, simply because all of the simple mode fields are also in advanced mode. We're going to start by creating a link, of course, a cloaked redirect link, and we'll go through each field one by one. You'll also notice blue help bubbles all throughout the system. If you hover your mouse over one, you'll see a tooltip appear that tells you what that part of the system does, or what you should enter at that stage. The first field we need to fill in is the link name. You can't have spaces or special characters in this field, only letters, numbers and dashes. I'm going to enter a link name as Demo Link 1. Obviously you should use something more descriptive. The next field is the affiliate link. You can put any affiliate link in here or any web page. For simplicity, I'll link to Reddit. The next field is the page title. This is what will appear in the title bar of the browser and is only applicable to cloaked links. So I'll put Demo Page Title 1. The next field is the hot page text. I haven't explained hot pages yet, I'll come to that later, so for now we'll just put my first hot page link for Reddit. You can also put an image in there by putting an image URL in and clicking the image button. The next field is for category. When the system was first installed, there are no categories in this section. However, I went in and created a few with the category manager on this button here. I'll run through the category manager with you shortly. For now, I'll select a category of deals of the week. The next field is the link type, cloaked or uncloaked. Please be aware that not all sites will allow cloaked links, so please check the terms of service of the site or affiliate link that you're using. If they don't accept cloaked links, then simply select an uncloaked link. So for now we'll create a cloaked link. We simply then hit the Create Link button. And that's it. The yellow message bar says Cloaked Link created successfully. If we then scroll down the page, this table has started to populate. And as you can see, there are 5 columns. The first column, LT, is the link type, and a C means a cloaked link. The next is the link name, and we created Demo Link 1. The next is the actual affiliate link or web page, and as you can see, that's reddit.com. The next column shows the number of hits, at the moment 0, and the next column has a series of buttons that can perform various actions on the link. The link name column is where you will grab your link from. If you right click it, and then select in Firefox, copy link location or the equivalent, whichever browser you're using, that will copy the link into your clipboard for you. You can also click this to get a preview of the link. If I click this, a new tab opens, and as you can see, I'm on the Reddit homepage. However, if you look at my URL bar, you'll see it's not Reddit's URL in the URL bar, and the page title isn't Reddit's either. It says Demo Page Title 1, which is the title we entered. That's the beauty of a cloaked link. You can completely hide the true URL and the page title. If I now refresh this page, you'll see that the hits counter has gone up to 1. That's because we've just visited the page. There are a series of buttons here. This little blue help bubble tells you what they do in case you forget. The X button allows you to delete a link. The R button allows you to reset the hit counter. Let me give you an example. I'll click it and say, yes, I'm sure I want to reset the hit counter. The hit counter goes to 0. You can see the message window here. It said hit counter reset for link Demo Link 1. The E button allows you to edit a link, and the S1 and S2 buttons allow you to share the link on social networks. S1 allows you to share your cloaked link. S2 shows the raw affiliate link. The E button allows you to edit all different parts of that link. You can edit the link name, the URL, the page title, the hot page text, and the category. And then you can save the changes. I'll cancel because, of course, I haven't saved any. The next thing we're going to do is create an uncloaked link. But just before we do that, we'll have a quick look at the Category Manager. To access the Category Manager, we simply select the Category Manager button. And the Category Manager will appear along with the categories I created earlier. Please note, this list will be empty when you first install the software. You can use these links here to delete any of the categories you've already created, and you can add new categories. I'll add a category here called my special car. We've got that one, my demo category. And I click the Add Category button. And that adds it to the list. When I've finished, I can add more here if I wanted. When I've finished, I just click Done. Now, to create an uncloaked link, let's call this one Demo Link 2. And the affiliate link is going to be clickbank.com. We'll use clickbank.com as a good example because ClickBank's terms of service say that they do not accept cloaked links. The procedure is very similar to creating a cloaked link. We can enter a page title, but this won't be used on an uncloaked link. We then enter some hot page text. My demo hot page link ClickBank. We can then select a category. As you can see, the My Demo category we've just added has appeared in this list now. But like the last link, I'll select the Deals of the Week category that I created earlier. The only difference now is I'm going to select Uncloaked. You'll notice the page title goes red. That's just to let you know that the page title won't be used on an uncloaked link. And I again click the Create Link button. There we go, your link, Demo Link 2, has been created successfully. If I scroll down, you'll see in this table, Demo Link 2 has appeared there. And you can see that it says U in the LT link type column to tell me it's an uncloaked link. Incidentally, you can click on any of these column headings to sort the column by that heading. And when you have lots of links, you can change the number of links that are displayed per page with these links here, and use these previous next buttons, and buttons corresponding to the number of pages available will appear here. Obviously it says 1 at the moment because we've only got 1 page. The buttons next to the links work exactly the same with an uncloaked link or a cloaked link. The only button we didn't cover before was the S1 button or the S2 button. If we click that, just to show you, S1 just brings up a selection of services that we can share with Google+, LinkedIn, StumbleUpon, Twitter and Facebook. If we click this uncloaked link, a new window will open, and as you can see, the page title is ClickBank's Own, the address in the URL bar is ClickBank's Own. That's because we've created an uncloaked link. However, the beauty of an uncloaked link is the link that you give to people is still your redirected link. So let's copy this link location and paste it in there. You'll see it's MediaCapital.com links demo link 2. And if you go to that link, it will take you to ClickBank. Let's close these tabs and have a look at the hot page creator. To create a hot page, we simply click the Create Hot Page button here. At first glance, the hot page screen looks quite complex. If I scroll down, you'll see that there are an awful lot of options. Please don't let that put you off. You could leave most of these blank or all of them blank and it will still produce a usable hot page. So let's run through them one by one. Although first, maybe we should explain a little bit about what hot pages are. A hot page is a list of links all on one page. You can create as many hot pages as you like, and you give each hot page a different file name. Hot pages are extremely useful. You could, for instance, create a hot page each week of all the links you've promoted that week. You could create hot pages of different categories of links. You can create custom hot pages for people. Let's create a very, very simple one, just to demonstrate the hot page function. The first field is the background colour. If we click this, a colour picker will appear, and we can select a background colour. But I think we'll have a dark grey. The background colour is the outer page colour. For instance, on this page it's a sort of light grey, where my cursor is now. If you prefer, you can just type a colour code into this field. The next is the page colour, and this is the inner page. It defaults to white, and I think for the purposes of this demo, we'll leave it at white. The next two fields are start date and end date. This allows you to include links that were created between two particular dates. If you leave these blank, it will put all links in there from all time, from when you install the system to the present day. If I click this calendar here, a calendar will appear. So these calendars allow you to select the dates. However, for the purposes of this demo, I'm going to leave it blank for all dates. The next section is the category, and you can just include links that are in certain categories, and all the categories you've created in the category manager appear here. You can click to select a particular category, or even, as I'm doing, multiple categories. If you click the box at the top, all categories, then of course all categories will be included, and it saves you clicking on each of these. I'm going to include the categories for the deals of the week, and if you remember the two links I created before, I put them both in the deals of the week category. The next field is the page file name. This is the name that you're going to give your hot page. Normal file name rules apply here, no spaces and no special characters apart from hyphen or underscore and letters and numbers. I'm going to call this hot page 1. Then we have a page title, which is what will appear on the title bar of your hot page. I would suggest using the descriptive name here for SEO purposes. For the purposes of this demo, however, I'm just going to put my hot page. Now we have a page description. This is very important. It is a meta tag and is very useful for search engine optimization. You should put a description of your hot page here. You can only have 155 characters, and you'll see there's a counter in yellow on the right that tells you how many characters you've entered. So I'm going to put, this is a description of my hot page with very poor spelling or typos there. You should probably do something a little better, and you can see the counter counting down or counting back up as I delete characters. Very important for SEO. The next section is the header of the hot page, and that's a header bar that will go across the top, a little like the headers in the software. You can select a gradient header if you would prefer by saying yes here, and it will ask you for the start colours and the end colours of the gradient, and then the text colour of any text you put inside the gradient. If you say no, you don't want a gradient header, you can have a header image, and you can just type an image URL in here, and you can check it by clicking the check button there to make sure it's a valid URL. I tend not to put headers on hot pages, but that's my personal preference. If you want the gradient header, enter it there, and you can enter some header text to appear in the header. And you can do the same for a footer. If you've created a gradient header, you can just say copy header colours or reverse header colours, and it will do a reverse or the same gradient for the footer, or you can enter them manually here. But let's leave this page without headers. Then I can enter some text to go before the links, and some text here to go after the links. That's the pre-links text and the post-links text. I can put some text here. Here is some text before the links. I can select it and click the bold button to make it bold. I can select it again and click the H1 button to make it a headline. And I can even select it again and change the colour. I'll give it a navy colour. And I can do the same for the post links text. I can select the link list width, and that's the the width of the link boxes that will appear on your hot page. The default setting is 90%. I'll put these a little smaller. I'll put them at 60% width. And then I can use link boxes, yes or no. And these are boxes that go around your links. I'll select yes, and some more options will appear. I can select the size of the border, or 0 for no border. We'll have a border as 2 pixels. I can set the style from solid, dashed, dotted or ridged. Let's have it solid. And I can select a curve for the border edges. Let's have a curve of 10. I can put a drop shadow on each link to make it stand out a little bit. And I can select the colour of the link border and the link background box. I'll select the link border to be a dark grey. And I'm going to select the background colour of the links to be a light pale yellow. As it says here, hot page text will automatically be used for link descriptions if it's available, followed by page titles or link names. So if you've entered hot page text, you don't need to worry about this section. If you've possibly got links where you haven't entered hot page text, if you select yes, you can use the page titles here, and smart space is another option. Smart space will detect when, as in this word, there are capital letters, and wherever a capital is inside a word, unless it's preceded by or followed by another capital, it will insert a space automatically for you. We have 3 options at the bottom. We can grab the raw links, for instance, if you want to just put them in an email. We can grab the HTML for the links if you want to integrate them onto your own website or WordPress blog perhaps. Or we can just write the hot page. We're going to select Write Hot Page. And as you can see, the message bar says hot page 1.php created. Click here to view it, or click here to share it. The share it function will allow you to share it on social networks. If we click here to view it, a new tab opens, and there is the very simple hot page we created. And you can see the 2 links in that category are both on there ready to click. You can then give people this URL up here, hotpage1.php, and they can then go to that page and look at all of your links. Obviously, you can customize this page as you wish within the software. Just to give you an example, I'm going to go to Create Hot Page again. I'm going to select all categories. And I'm not going to fill in any fields. I'm just going to say grab raw links. And you can see it just gives me the links to grab, to copy and paste, perhaps into an email. I'm going to click Done. I'm going to go into the Hot Page Creator again. I'm going to say grab HTML. And as you can see, it gives me the HTML for the middle section of the hot page. Perfect for inserting into your blog. Another function we've still to cover is the search function. This is very useful when you have hundreds and hundreds of links that you've created in the software. If you have hundreds of links, it can be hard to find the link you want. You can simply type in a link name here. Now, as both of these link names are very similar, obviously I need to search for a particular link. So demo link 2. And then I can select whether the link has a loose match, i.e. we'll look for things similar to that, and whether we want to match the case exactly of the search. And then I simply click search. The software will search and just show me the link or links that match the search that I've asked for. If I click clear search, it shows me all of the links again. There's another option to change your password. If you click the change password button, it asks you for your current password there and your new password there, and then you can confirm the change. I'll click cancel, and the only other option left is the logout function. If I click log out, it takes me back to the login page and logs me out of the system. On the login page there is a forgot password function which will email you a password.